Backing a horse up is one of the three fundamentals used to establish a gentle leadership. The purpose of this exercise is to teach the horse to respect your personal space. Horses are quite large animals, and leaving a foot under a hoof has never been a good experience. We want our horses to understand that they should leave a distance of security between them and us, unless we ask otherwise, of course. After a few sessions, your horse will be accustomed to this exercise. That will actually become natural for it to back up when you ask. Pretty soon, you will not need to hold the rope at all, and you will be able to ask it to back up from its side or even from behind. Of course, the more you practice and the more responsive your horse will be. First of all, you should place yourself in front of the horse only if you know it well enough. With a green horse or a so-called problem horse, you should place yourself on a parallel line, but still in front of the horse. In the case of a dominating animal, you may keep your flag to push it away if necessary. Raise gently your hand at the level of the horse's eyes. That is to catch its attention and inform it that we start to work. Then, wiggle your hand softly, just enough for the horse to feel the rope balancing under its chin. You should shake your hand for about 10 seconds to leave the horse some time to understand the cue. Next, if it does not respond, it is time to offer the second deal. Gentle, but firm. Bump on the rope until the horse responds. It might just switch its weight back, or better, make one step back. That is when you should release, at once, and go to your horse and rub it. Leave it a few seconds to soak up that process and start over again. Pretty soon, your horse will understand that it has to back up on the first cue to avoid that uncomfortable bumping. That is a perfect illustration of how to make the wrong thing difficult and the right thing easy. After 15 to 20 minutes, any horse can understand that exercise. It is very easy to set it up with your horse and clearly establish leadership. The one who backs up follows the other, so make sure you do not back up. Usually, with a good balanced horse, the second that you try this exercise, you will obtain a quick and smooth response. That is very important in the daily life with a horse, when you want to back it up in the stable, out of a trailer, out of your space, if it moves forward when you saddle it, etc. Many horses will be reluctant at the beginning, as they know that the very minute they step back, they give you the leadership. That is the reason why you have to be consistent and to reward this gentle submission. Make sure your horse understands that you are a good and fair leader, not a tyrant. Every time it gives you the expected response, release pressure, rub your horse, and leave it in peace for a few seconds. Maybe a minute or two if it has been hard for your horse to give up. Horses that did not work for a while, remain in the pasture for a few days or weeks, might be reluctant at the beginning of the session. You will have to be firm, yet make sure you never act with anger. Anger is the worst feeling for a horseman, as it blinds your judgment and makes you act without thinking. Most of the time, you will regret what you did. Your horse should not fear your anger, but it should respect your status. So you ought to calmly recall it that you are the leader of that herd. A herd starts out of two members, your horse and you. Yet, remember to finish the exercise on a positive note. Reassure your horse and pet him. Some horses will try to avoid pressure by looking for possible escapes on their right or on their left. The most dominating horses might actually try to move forward and run over you. In that case, keep the flag in hand and push the horse away by waving it under its chin or tapping its breast. If that does not work, that means you have to lunge the horse first. For those that try to go right or left, you have to keep in mind that the horse's head should be aligned with its body and your own position. Timing is very important, as you have to pull the head right back in place at the very second the horse tries to move around you. Pretty soon, it will understand that it has only one peaceful way: backing up.